The home page is usually the page with the most link juice on any website. Inner pages with links from the home page rank better in the SERPs than those that do not have links from the home page. On the kind of affiliate sites we are building, we use static home pages, and we put an article that's very relevant to the main topic of the site on the home page. In our case, we have this article about mattresses on the home page. This article scores more than 99% for relevance on endtopic.org for the keyword mattress. It's important that the article you use on the home page score very highly on endtopic.org for the main topic of your site. This is the article that's used on the home page, and as you can see, it scores more than 99% for relevancy on endtopic.org. We also use several images relevant to the topic on the home page. While the images here are not unique, you would want to use unique images on your site. Needless to say, all of these images need to be optimized using GIMP or Photoshop, and only one or two of these images need to have the main keyword in the alt text and the file name. All of the images that are used on this page are less than 20 kilobytes in size, and most of them are less than 10 kilobytes in size. All of these images were initially more than 200 to 300 kilobytes in size, and now they are less than 10 kilobytes, most of them at least. You will not be able to achieve such reductions using WordPress plugins. You will need to use GIMP or Photoshop. You will want to scale the image if it is too large, and then export as JPEG, and then reduce the quality to around 20, just as we discussed earlier. If you don't do that, a page like this can end up being more than 2 to 3 megabytes in size. I tested the performance of the home page with webpagetest.org right now, and as you can see, the size of the page is only 392 kilobytes, and we are using more than 10 images on this page. If you were to use a WordPress plugin to optimize the images instead of GIMP, the page would have been more than 2 megabytes in size. You would also want to link out to several high authority external sources from the home page, and then you would want to link to as many of the inner pages as possible from the home page. As a thumb rule, you would want to link to at least 10 pages in every silo from the home page. You could even link to every page on your site from the home page. Since the home page is very relevant to the main topic of the site and it has a lot of link juice, by linking to the inner pages from the home page, the inner pages get a huge relevance boost that can help them a lot in ranking better. If you cannot link to every page from within the main article, you could create a separate section underneath the main section and link to every inner page on your site from within that section. While you could just put a link to each page as shown here, what will be a lot more powerful is if you could put at least 100 words of text around each of these links, describing what the page is about. Let me add a brief description here and you will see what I mean. I have just added this snippet of text describing this link. So this link is now a contextual link. You would want to do the same for each of these other links as well. By doing it this way, each of these becomes a contextual link from the home page, and these are a lot more powerful and can help your inner pages rank better. In the menu on the home page, you could link to the following pages: privacy policy, about us, contact us, and the landing pages of each of the silos. Also, you would not want to have any ads or affiliate links on the home page. It's always a good practice to keep your home page free from all kinds of advertising. The purpose of the home page should be purely informational. The silo landing pages offer another opportunity to boost the relevance of each inner page. This is a landing page of the Twin Mattress silo. Just like we did with the home page, you would want to link to each page of a particular silo from that silo's landing page. And you would want to have some text around each link so that it becomes a powerful contextual link. You could write a short, unique description for each of these pages, and by doing that, you will make each of these links more powerful. From the menu, you could link to the home page, contact us, about us, and privacy policy pages. The links to contact us, about us, and privacy policy pages need to be nofollow links. You would want to have at least 1000 to 2000 words of content on the page, and the page content will need to score at least 97% on endtopic.org for the topic of the silo. This is the article I used on the landing page. The article scores more than 97% for the phrase twin mattress. It's very important that you take the time to optimize the silo landing pages so that they are very relevant to the topic of the silo. As you will be linking to each page in the silo from the silo's landing page, each page within the silo will get a huge relevance boost. You will want to use unique, optimized images on each silo landing page. You could also embed YouTube videos. Generally, you would not want to use videos on your other pages as those can slow down your pages. But here, we are not looking to rank the silo landing pages for any keyword. So, you do not really have to care about page load times for the silo landing pages. Adding videos from YouTube is another way to increase the relevance of a page. You could do a search on YouTube for twin mattress and choose a couple of videos that appear at the top of the search results. Let me choose a video from this list. Let's choose this one. To insert a YouTube video using Thrive Content Builder, insert this custom HTML element wherever you want the video to appear and get the code to embed the video. Copy this and paste it inside here and save this. That will insert the YouTube video here. And you do not want to have ads or affiliate links on the silo landing pages, but it really doesn't matter because we are not looking to rank the silo landing page for anything in particular. Your silo landing pages can get traffic from long tail keywords, but you are not looking to rank these silo landing pages for any phrase. The only purpose of these pages in our model is to boost the relevance of the inner pages. That's about all we are seeking to do with these pages in our model here. This diagram illustrates what we are doing here. These are inner pages in a silo, and each of them scores more than 97% for relevance. Each of these inner pages are linking to several other inner pages within the same silo. The landing page of the silo is linking to each of these inner pages. The landing page is very relevant to the topic of the silo. It scores more than 97% for relevance on endtopic.org. Further, the landing page and the inner pages are linked to from the home page. The home page has a lot of link juice and is very relevant to the main topic of the site. This model of inner linking gives a huge relevance boost to each of the inner pages. If you take care to select low competition keywords for each of the inner pages, then the inner pages will rank with hardly any external links because the structure of the site gives each of these pages a huge boost. Further, link juice from external links is spread all over the site, and every inner page gets the bit of juice from any external link that points to any page on the site. This is because of the way these pages all link to each other, which means no matter which page gets an external link, each inner page gets a boost from it. Suppose you have an external link coming to page 5. Page 5 will get a boost but so will pages 1, 2, 3 and 4. And let's not forget that all of these inner pages also link to the Silo landing page and the home page. So, virtually every page on the site gets a boost from external links, no matter which page gets external links. I have been doing affiliate marketing for several years now and have never ever no-followed affiliate links. And none of my sites suffered in any way because I did not no-follow affiliate links. But in October 2016, Google came out with a new penalty. It started penalizing sites that were selling links or trying to boost the rankings of the sites they were linking to, like in the case of private blog network domains. This isn't anything new, as Google has always been punishing sites that sell links and PBN domains. But in October 2016, several webmasters started receiving messages in their Google Webmaster Tools, or Google Search Console as it is now called, saying some of their outbound links were in violation of Webmaster Guidelines. This is a new penalty issued by the Google Manual Actions team. Google is not saying whether this penalty affects the inbound links to the site. This penalty is intended only for sites selling links, mainly for sites that intend to boost the ranking of sites they link to. Google certainly knows affiliates are not trying to boost the rankings of Amazon.com. And Amazon.com is not a site Google would consider to be bad in any way. And no site seems to have been penalized because they did not no-follow Amazon affiliate links. It might be alright not to no-follow Amazon affiliate links, but you never know. It might be a good practice to no-follow all kinds of affiliate links, Amazon affiliate links included. You would never want to cloak your Amazon affiliate links, just no-follow them. That does not mean all outbound links are bad. That's certainly not the case. In fact, you would not want to no-follow every outbound link on your site, as doing that might actually be a bad thing. You would not want to no-follow all outbound links on your site, only affiliate links.